You hand them the organic fruit snack because it's healthy. You plead for just one bite because you care about their nutrition. You cook a backup grilled cheese because you don't want them to starve. But here is the hard truth that no one tells you at the pediatrician's office. Every single one of those loving, healthy responses is actually training your child to refuse dinner. You aren't raising a healthy eater, you are accidentally raising a negotiator. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to reveal the 7 good habits that are secretly destroying your child's natural appetite. And habit number 3 is something 90% of parents do every single day.
Before we dive into the list, you need to understand one biological fact. A child will not eat, and certainly will not try new foods, unless they have a biological reason to do so. That reason is appetite. But modern parenting has declared a war on hunger. We treat hunger like an emergency that must be fixed immediately. And by fixing it too often, we break the system. Let's look at the first and most common mistake.
We've been told that kids have small stomachs, so they need to eat constantly. So we give them the goldfish, the fruit pouches, the granola bars. We think, it's fine, it's just fruit, it's healthy. Here is the problem. When a child grazes all day, their insulin levels never drop. Their stomach never fully empties. They live in a permanent state of mildly full. Without that dip into genuine hunger, they have zero motivation to tackle a piece of broccoli. Why would they eat a bitter vegetable when they aren't even hungry and they know a sweet snack is coming in an hour? The fix is stop being a walking vending machine. Close the kitchen between meals. Your child needs to feel hunger to learn how to eat. Just try one bite. If you eat the chicken, you can have the cookie. Sounds logical, right? It's a trade. But to a toddler's brain, this isn't a trade, it's a threat. This triggers something psychologists call the control paradox. The moment you apply pressure, their brain perceives a loss of autonomy. Their instinct is to resist. By negotiating, you are also teaching them a dangerous lesson. The healthy food is the payment, and the dessert is the reward. You are literally teaching them that vegetables are the bad stuff you have to endure to get to the good stuff. The fix? Adopt the division of responsibility. You decide what is served, they decide if and how much to eat. End of negotiation. This one is controversial. We've all seen the cookbooks. Deceptively delicious. Hiding spinach and brownies or cauliflower and mac and cheese. It feels like a win because they ate the vitamins, right? Short term? Yes. Long term, you are destroying trust. Imagine you went to a restaurant, ordered a burger, and found out later the chef hid crickets inside it for protein. Would you trust that chef again? Would you examine every bite of food they served you next time? When your child discovers the deception, and they will, because they have taste buds like bloodhounds, they will become suspicious of all food you cook. You are creating food anxiety. The fix? Serve the veggies visibly, even if they don't eat them yet. Exposure counts more than deception.
They refuse the dinner you cooked. You worry they'll wake up hungry, so you make the toast, you make the cereal. You become a short-order cook. Here is what your child just learned. I don't need to try new things. If I refuse hard enough, I get my favorite food. This is the fastest way to shrink a child's palate. Why would anyone eat asparagus if grilled cheese is always option B? The fix? Serve one meal. Make sure there is at least one safe food on the plate so they won't starve. But if they refuse the main dish, you don't have to eat, but the kitchen is closed until breakfast. It sounds harsh. It's actually establishing a boundary that makes them feel safe.
Good job! You ate your peas! Yay! We think we are encouraging them, but think about it. Do we clap when they breathe? Do we cheer when they go to sleep? Eating is a biological function, not a performance. When you overpraise eating, you teach your child to eat for your approval, not for their body. You are overriding their internal, "I'm full" signals. This is how we accidentally set kids up for overeating issues later in life. The fix? Be neutral. Treat eating a carrot the same way you treat them coloring a picture. Oh, you ate the carrot. Was it crunchy? Focus on the sensory experience, not the achievement. The iPad at the table, the TV in the background. Yes, it makes them sit still. Yes, they might open their mouth automatically. But this is mindless eating. They aren't tasting the food. They aren't learning to enjoy textures. They are just refueling while their brain is in a trance. If they don't pay attention to the food, they can't learn to like the food. You are just delaying the picky eating phase until you take the screen away. The fix? Boring is better. No screens, just food and conversation. If they get bored and leave the table after 10 minutes, fine, meal over. We serve our kids portions that we think look right, but to a small child, a giant mound of new food looks terrifying. It triggers anxiety. Imagine if someone put a plate of 50 fried spiders in front of you. You wouldn't touch one. But if there was just one tiny spider on the side of your plate, you might be brave enough to poke it. The fix? Use the testing portion. Give them a tiny amount of the new food, a single green bean, one bite of chicken. Less is more. It lowers the stakes and invites curiosity. I know this list feels heavy. You might be realizing you do 3 or 4 of these things every day. Don't panic. You haven't ruined your child. Feeding is a long game. It's a marathon, not a sprint. The goal isn't to get them to eat broccoli tonight. The goal is to raise an adult who has a healthy, happy relationship with food. Start by picking just one habit to break this week. Just one. Maybe close the kitchen between meals. Maybe put the iPad away. Now, if you're ready to stop the grazing and actually build that healthy appetite we talked about in habit number 1, you need a system. There is a specific 2-hour rule that French parents use to cure picky eating almost overnight, and I break down exactly how to use it in this video right here. Click here to learn the biological secret to ending dinner battles. I'll see you there.